Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. Here I am once again with the Premier League predictions, and I put out something on my community tab which is asking if you guys wanted to see a English football imperialism video, the new trend that is starting up. So I just want to tell you guys to go vote on that if you haven't already. And I might do that as well because it seems fun. Why not? But anyways, let's just get started with the Premier League predictions. West Ham versus Chelsea. And this, I feel like, should be fairly easy for most people because it's a good team playing against a not very good team. Um, so I just think it will be very easy for West Ham to win this. Even though they are in 17th, they they still have a good team, and that's so do Chelsea, but I mean, they've had good results lately. I mean, what Chelsea has had a great team, but they just drew a very informed Newcastle, beat Everton. Okay, Everton's not doing so well. And Chelsea is being Chelsea. So I think it's fair to say 2-2. West Ham versus Chelsea. It will be a close game. Antonio will get one, and Lucas Paqueta will get one. Mudryk will get one, and Kai Havertz will get one for Chelsea. Next up, Leicester versus Tottenham. 6-2 last time this happened, and I don't think they won't score, but I think we will just completely destroy them still. I'm going to have to say 4-1. Harry gets 2. Son gets 1. And Højbjerg gets 1. And then James Maddison for Leicester City will get their goal. Next up, Crystal Palace versus Brighton. Both teams. Brighton is in 6th, so never mind. Brighton's doing pretty good, but Crystal Palace hasn't been bad, but they haven't been good. They're sitting in 12th. And I think it is in Selhurst Park, so Palace will have an advantage. I think this game could really go either way. I think Brighton are the obvious choice to go for, but I don't know. Crystal Palace, they drew against United, barely lost against United, and then drew against Newcastle. So I'm going to have to say 2-1 Brighton. It's going to be Olise for Crystal Palace, and then Danny Welbeck and Jesse Marsh for Brighton. Next up, Bournemouth versus Newcastle. I feel like I've talked a lot about Newcastle so far in this video, but because they have been underperforming lately. Out of their past 5 games, only 1 win. And out of their past 5 games, they've only scored 2 goals. 3 of the games, they it was a 0-0 draw, and then one was a 1-1 draw, and the other one was a 1-0 win against Fulham. It's away at Bournemouth, and Bournemouth did just lose to Brighton and are doing very badly. But I don't think Newcastle are in the form. It could very well be 1-0, but I think they couldn't do it past a struggling West Ham. They couldn't do anything against Crystal Palace and barely beat Fulham. I think, I don't know if I should put it as 1-0 Newcastle or 0-0. I feel like I'm going to have to say 1-0 just because of the caliber of the Newcastle team versus Bournemouth. And it's going to be Saint-Maximin who gets the 1 goal for Newcastle. As they walk away with their first 3 points in 4 games. Next up, we've got Man City, who just came back from a loss to the best team in the league. And they are going against Aston Villa, who are I haven't heard much of lately. They are sitting 11th, definitely way better than when Gerrard was there. But Man City are definitely going to want to win, and I think they are going to get it 3-1. No messing around, no upsets with this one. Haaland gets one, Alvarez gets one, and Riyad Mahrez gets one. And then Ali Watkins gets one for Aston Villa. And they will try to close the gap on Arsenal, because Arsenal do have a tough round of fixtures coming up. Next, we have Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. Fulham has been doing great this season. They're in 8th, just moved down. Nottingham Forest are doing better. They are a little bit behind Brentford to get to 7th by 1 point, and then 2 points off 6th. Where Nottingham Forest started off pretty badly, like in 1920th. Now they're in 13th. But I think it is at Craven Cottage. I think not Fulham are going to get the job done, and it's going to be Mitrovic and De Cordova-Reid to get the 2 Fulham goals. Next up, we have Arsenal Brentford, first against 7th. Arsenal just lost to 19th place Everton. That's kind of impressive that they played that badly. I didn't watch the game, but I don't understand how you could be that bad against Everton. And Brentford have been doing pretty good lately, but I still think top of the league Arsenal is not going to let it slip that much. It's going to be a close game. It's going to end up being a close game, but I don't think it's ever going to be in doubt. It's going to be Martinelli and Odegaard to get the goals, and then Ivan Toney for Brentford, who gets one back late in the game. Doesn't affect the results, but I mean, a goal is a goal. Next up, we have Southampton versus Wolves. 2 clubs that have not been good. Southampton in 20th and Wolves in 15th. This is going to be a horror show. Southampton, 1 win out of the last 5, and that's against 18th place Everton. And Wolves, they're in 15th now. Last time I checked, they were in 19th, but I haven't really checked on them much because they are Wolves. They just destroyed Liverpool and got destroyed by Man City. So I think it's going to be a toss-up. I'm going to go for my second draw of this video. It's going to be 1-1. It's going to be a tight game. It's going to be Shea Adams and Matheus Nunes for Wolves to get that 1 goal. Now we've got Leeds United. I wasn't watching this game because I was busy, but I was following the score. And Leeds were so close to pulling off the upset. I don't think they have it in them to do it again. Even though they are home, I don't think they can take another point off 3rd place Man United. So I'm going to have to say 2-1, 3-1 Man United, actually. I have a little bit more faith in them. It's going to be McKennie to score for Leeds, and then Weghorst, Sabitzer, and Bruno Fernandes for Man United to get their 3 goals. And finally, we have Liverpool versus Everton, the Merseyside the Merseyside Derby. Last time 0-0. Horrible game to watch. And Liverpool are in 10th. Everton are in 18th, but Everton did just beat Arsenal, and Liverpool did just get smashed. So I am going to say it's another draw. It's going to be a 1-1 draw. And it's going to be a horror of a 2 games in the Merseyside Derby. And if it's going to be even worse if Everton do go down, because you won't get that repeat until maybe 2 years. It's going to be Mo Salah for Liverpool and Neil Maupay for Everton to get the goals. And those are my Premier League predictions for Matchday 23. Let me know down below if you guys agree or disagree, or what do you think? And as I said, make sure to check the poll that I have on my community tab. If you guys want the English football imperialism video, let me know so I can start working on it this weekend, and it could be out sooner or later. But I hope you guys enjoy this video, and leave a like if you do enjoy it. I really appreciate it. You can check out the other videos in this playlist down below, and if you like my content, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And also, one more plug before I go. Check out my shorts channel. There's fun shorts there. Quick 1-minute videos. It does help a lot. Every view does help and count. So I really appreciate you guys for watching this. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.